Hello guys and welcome back to TNT Madness. We're back on TMFactions and a lot has happened off camera from the last episode. So a few things that happened. The first thing that happened was someone managed to TP glitch into my base. Well, not exactly that. It's with the world border, unless there's something that you can stand on, they'll just go straight in here. So what I did was I added a layer thing on the top there to stop people from doing that, because a few people actually managed to get into my base and raided my sugarcane and a few other things and stuck this here for some reason. So I lost a few things, and then a person set their home here and I got them to get rid of it, which was nice. But so that's a few things that happened. Also, a few people have tried to raid my base. Luckily they're just using hybrid cannons. I just got that super regen wall up in time, and that's really lucky actually, or else this place wouldn't be here. So those are the few things that have happened. So what I did is, if I go to the top of my base, I added a little area at the top that goes for about 5 blocks. So anyone that tries, this will also help if someone tries to roof bust me, which at this point it's probably easier to just get through the regen walls than just to bust me, and someone stuck something along there because I don't have that great a defense. But if I come down here, the world water will teleport me into here, which is one below the roof, and then below here I'll probably have, well, I don't really want to get rid of it because there's lava under here, then there's another layer of cobblestone, and I just don't want to get rid of it because I'll lose my cobblestone. I haven't got any on me. But there is a layer of lava under here, and then under that is another layer of water. And also someone gave me tons of supplies, and hopefully today we're going to set up a zombie spawner, so that way I can do some XP farming, and so I can get a silk touch, and then hopefully I can get my blaze spawner, and then I can be getting going on the actual hype train. And there's water along here. Or is that like a chunk? Maybe someone cannoned here, I don't really know. That's... oh god. Did someone actually get through here? I think someone got through here. Wow, so that would explain a lot actually. So... oh no, probably not, but someone did get over through here. So that's worrying. Actually, this is at 254. Yeah, I better set up my rest of my roof defense too, and I better patch that as well. So, yeah. Yeah, I think someone actually did manage to get in here, because the base looked a wee bit different from how it did earlier, because they managed to destroy all the way down here. So, what I think they did, and this is all just a theory, is they got through the water wall. They must have had like a rapid fire hybrid cannon or something, and they would have destroyed all the cobblestone here, but they would have fired it through before it could regenerate, which would be really hard. But that's the only way I can think of that they could get over here, unless they maybe hybrided over the top of the wall and then hit the very edge here. That's another possibility. That's probably more likely what happened. But that's annoying. Well, either way, I'm going to set up my roof defenses if I would stop falling down. And I'm going to get some cobwebs. If you haven't seen my roof-based tutorial, you probably should. It really helps. Also, I just figured out how they got into my base. And this is something I stress way too much on my faction build series, or just where I do any how-to factions series. And that's, I need some food. And that is, do not have the edge of your base have water on it. And he just corner busted me. So that's how he did it. That's the only way I can see how he could do it properly. So I feel like the biggest noob in history, and that I should listen to my advice. I should just go rewatch all my videos and actually listen to my advice, or else I'm gonna just be the worst player. And I hate it when things like this happen. Because one annoying thing is, it probably means he'll have his base set in my base, so that's not going to be fun when I expand. So I don't know who raided me actually, and that's just my biggest worry at the moment. I don't have to worry about these corners, but yeah, you see, if you have one tiny slip in your defense, you're gonna be stuffed. There's not much you can actually do if you get your defense. So what I did is, I'm Brought some cobwebs. I had a bell of 20,000, so if I go back to here, I'm just under 20,000 now. I spent 4 grand on cobwebs. And also, if we go bell top, there are people that have over 4 million. Like 4 million. I know that blaze spawners and iron golem spawners are really overpowered, but 4 million? That's just a bit ridiculous considering we've just started. So yeah, I need some food. Do I have any food at all? Yes, I do. I have quite a bit of food. Also, this stuff here is from the guys that raided me, some diamond stuff. Guys tried to raid me. I had this in here, but I don't know where these ultra leggings came from, or this. And also had a protection for chest plate, so I'm just wearing that as well as my other super armor. Because, honestly, I need all the protection I can get. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start building my roof defense. And I'm going to need a ton of slabs for that. And I'm going to do a slightly different version of what I did for my roof defense tutorial. And actually, I don't need any more slabs. There's no reason to have any more slabs. I'm going to have a slightly different defense, and I'll show you what I'm going to do. And I'll just set up my inventory like this, actually. So if we go back to the top of the base, currently it is just blank. Ugh. I actually have a few clips of the people who tried to attack me, but I don't think I'll show you because it's just them coming into my base. So I was going to have a block here, and then I was going to start the checkerboard pattern here, and then just see how I go, because I am at 255 and you can't place water at 256 yet. We're going to fix that, of course, but at the moment you can't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the cobwebs around this layer. What did I say that? I mean, if I have this any higher, it means if the water's at this level, I cannot place anything at this level, so I can't place cobwebs at this level. What am I talking about water for? It was just someone put a forum post on the other day, so yeah. Also, if you have any bugs or anything, the easiest way to get me to know is by putting in the bug reports on the forum. I check there very frequently, and it helps no end. So what I'm going to do now is just continue on doing this, and I should be fine. So I'm back. That took a hot minute to do, just all this, and now I'm just working on the slabs, and it looks really weird with the water in the middle. So what this does, if you don't know, is it just helps you protect your roof base from pretty much any type of cannon, especially roof busters, because the sand will get caught on the slabs and it'll break, and then when you have the water over top, the actual TNT won't be on the slab, it'll be on this, and then it just won't do anything, and then they'll have to be the luckiest person alive to get a perfect hit where it doesn't blow up everything. So that's what makes these checkerboard roof defenses so effective, and it's just really powerful. But one thing that I do as well is I put cobwebs around the edges, just because most people just have the checkerboard pattern. But honestly, if you're building a really strong base and then people actually want to raid you, they will raid you. There will be that one lucky person. So I prefer just to have as much defense as possible. That's me. I prefer to go big or go home, which is really just how life works at the end of the day. So all I'm doing at the moment is filling this in. It's not taking that long, but it's taking a hot minute. But compared to how long it took to build the regen walls, I should be thanking God. Yeah. So, yeah. So, I just finished doing all this. I'm going to extend it out by one more block though, because I'm going to, if I just stick a temporary block here, I'm going to have the cobwebs here, just along this line, and this is what I mean by it's weird compared to the other one, because normally you put it above the water, but this is more effective in my opinion. So I'm going to stick them all the way along there, and then I'm going to stick another layer out in front of it, and then, unless they have some crazy cannon, they shouldn't be able to get over here. My internet's being so bad at the moment. I just had to relog like twice. And that's not the server's fault or anything, and you can see how bad it is. Oh, well, I've disconnected a couple of times too. And it was fine like a second ago, which is really, really annoying, because this makes this super painful. So also what I'm going to do is I just made it so it's one block on each edge so I can place the cobwebs above the water, and then I just went stuff it and I just put a whole layer on the back here because there's no real need to have anything else. So hopefully the internet improves soon. I'll probably have to go restart the modem actually because this is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, before I couldn't even break a slab. Also, I got to get this done very shortly because I'm going away with my father, just going like on a tramp type deal. Well, it's not really a tramp because we're not carrying a giant tent or anything, but we're just going to go on. We're just going up a walk up the mountain for an hour or so. Like it takes about an hour and a half to get up there, and another hour and a half or so to get down. So yeah, that should be fun, and I've got to do that. And I think I just lost connection. But so I really just want to get this done before I go, and then I can actually render out some videos while I'm away because my computer is potato and it doesn't like rendering out at all. So now I can just get rid of all this, and as you can see, get no cobblestone, and that is just lag on my behalf, which is really weird because the TPS is fine, and that means I won't get block lag unless it's me or... Oh, well that just sort of fixed itself. Yay for internet being better. So all I'm going to do now is, all I need to do is add this layer here, and that should be my roof defense done, and we are actually making quite a bit of progress on this base. Also, the next thing I'll probably do is I need to extend my land, and also there's several people that have claimed around here. At the moment there's only Jack's faction, which Jack is a mod. He's that guy that I said to look at in the last episode, and he's got the biggest faction, or the second biggest faction. In my opinion, it's the biggest because his base looks a hell of a lot better than the 6661, and the 6661, which I know that's Satan's number, it's really, really big and really hard to raid. Like, any of the big factions on the server at the moment make my base look absolutely puny and sad and horrible, but like he's just got the biggest base. So I wish I could ask him if he could just unclaim it just so I could extend the land, which I don't know if he will or not, or if he doesn't then I'll just have to deal with it because he technically owns that land, but who knows. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to build tons of walls, just absolutely tons and tons and tons of walls. Oh god, I just realized something. This isn't going to work. Because if when I stick the water down here, it's going to get rid of the cobwebs. I don't really think these things through, so I'm going to have to get rid of this whole layer that I just made, just so I can get water down. Another thing I might do is... Oh, I don't want to get rid of that block. Is my internet gone off again? Yeah, I think it had. Yep, my internet is just having a ball today. I think it just went off yet again, so there's not really much point. See, it's this just my internet. Another thing is I cannot wait to get the dedicated server. It's going to be a bit more expensive, but I don't know if I can pay for it in the future. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a 32 gigabyte server, like dedicated server. At this point, I don't even need 8 gigabytes of RAM. There's only like 20 people on. Wow, that was an extremely good guess. And actually, the people seem to be different every day because at the moment, oh, yep, lost connection. Also, just got my internet back, restarted everything. Don't know how it's going to work. Also, back on the topic of a dedicated server, a lot of people have been requesting it, and I can see why. It's not that we need it at this point, it's really just future-proofing, and it would be absolutely great to get one of them. At this point, we don't need it at the moment, but, oh god. But if the server does become bigger, which I really hope it does grow, I do not like this, then it'll just be wonderful. I'm getting the worst internet connection, and you can tell it's not the server, and it's actually me, because I actually did some testing, because if it was the server, then I'd be happy, well, it wouldn't be the best, because everyone would be suffering, but then I would know it wouldn't be my crappy internet. But anyway, if I do get a dedicated server, which I will, then it can handle over 500 people, and now I've got the no cheat thing telling me how to live my life. Thanks, server, you just love me. But that would just be wonderful. Oh, I need to reset my home too. So there we go, I think I got through it eventually, and now all I have to do is stick the water back on, which this is actually the least tedious part, which, believe it or not. So I do have 2 water buckets, and I do have slash stack. Another thing is, people want me to actually get rid of the no cheat thing, and mostly because it doesn't really cause any major problems, but most people say it'd be easy to catch fly hackers and all sorts. And that's complete. Oh, there's no slab there. Jeez, that could have been a drama and a half. That's easy to catch fly hackers, but I think of it like if people really only hack because they can. So if I get rid of it, then people will just fly hack again, and more people will go away. Also, we're getting near. I need to fix the sky limit bug. Oh yeah, that thing. Because apparently you're supposed to be able to place water at the sky limit, which is completely fine because that's how most servers work, and that would not work in my case because it means I couldn't place cobwebs, and apparently it's a bug, but you need some sort of plugin to get it to work, so I don't really know how it's a bug. Maybe it's just because I'm living in the 80s with my grandma. That's probably why it is what it is. So that's pretty much everything done. I'm so glad. Oh, those cobwebs didn't place. So I just got a few more touch-ups to do here, and I should be fine. Great, now I have the roof done, so that's one less thing to worry about. So also back on the subject of actually genning walls and what it's going to do for the walls, because I've been off topic a lot because dedicated servers, internet, more internet going off, and then coming back on with all the blocks breaking, with trying to lag in the same place, all that sort of stuff. So what I was going to do is I'm going to have my other wall, and then I was going to gen a couple of cobblestone walls, and then I was going to have quite a few sand walls, and then I was going to create outer layers again with actual corner pillars. And I think that defense will work quite well because it can stop just about anything. It can stop corner cannons, can stop leaf shooters. Not that anyone will be able to make a leaf shooter on 1.8, but still. Okay, so yeah. So I am currently just building a tiny little box in the corner. This is not going to be any efficient farm, by the way. I just am setting up a temporary spawner farm, and this is the sugarcane farms over there, and the other stuff is there, or the chest. All of this is very, very temporary. It's just to start off with. So if we go down here, and I'll just open up a little hole here for the moment and probably stick down some ladders, or maybe just a really bundy staircase. And then I'm going to, is that the middle? Well, I guess it would be, wouldn't it? Because that layer there is the wall. And then we're going to have water running down all the way down here. I need more I'm running out of cobblestone. That's not fun. Don't need cobwebs anymore. I'll probably just stick them in a chest. And I need to go down here. And oh, FPS drop. That was weird. And I don't really need slabs, so I'll stick. Actually, I have an idea. Let's go to the shop and buy a hopper. Doesn't that sound ridiculous? You can't make hoppers. It's all, you have to buy them, and that's just because they cause huge amounts of lag, especially if there are tons of them. And if people could make them, then the server would just be one laggy hell, and honestly I do not want that. And why did I go /home? I want to go /warp shop, and I'm trying to type with one hand because I'm on a laptop and I got my blue snowball right in front of me. Oh, that was really weird. Okay, well anyway, stop lagging out. Bloody no cheat. And also, I still haven't fixed my chat thing. I still get spammed by people placing lava, which I don't really know why that is. And also, hoppers at 10,000. What's my balance? Just check. And yeah, so now I'm down to 9,000. So I only need one hopper and it's just to get the stuff from it, the rotten flesh, and I should make back the money pretty quickly. Also, the zombie spawners and skeleton spawners are the cheapest, so only 50,000. You can actually find them in dungeons, and people just like to mine them or use TNT on them. I need a chest. I remember someone gave me tons of chests. Tons of chests. Also, one thing that annoys the hell out of me is everyone makes fun of me for saying lava wrong. Like, I know I'm English. That chest is way too far away. I know I'm English, but what did I get to deserve this? And that is a really weird texture glitch. And it's like I say it with an R, and I know it doesn't have an R in it. And this should work fine. So now I just realized I'm going to drown them all. So I'm going to need a sign or a ladder or something. I'm going to make a sign. So just sticking down the sign now. This is just because the water that I'm going to be placing on the top is not going to be going far enough, and I'm going to have to stick this up by 1 block. So we'll stick the tiny little doorway here. And I'll probably stick a door or something there. But for now I don't really need anything, and I'm going to stick the spawner here. And don't worry, nothing will spawn until I actually get away from here. And don't tell me my internet went out again. So my internet's back, I hope. And also, I just tested this to see if it would work, and it just lagged out for like 2 seconds. And now I'm going to explain lag to all you folks. So what lag is there are several different types of lag. You've got server lag, client lag, internet lag, and FPS drop lag. So lag is a very, very versatile term, or like, it's very vague because it can be used in so many different things. Like the other day, someone was saying lag in chat, and I thought, oh no, this is server lag. Better stop the server now before anyone suffers a horrible, horrible death. And so that was sad, but it was actually just FPS drop because they were genning walls. Wait, do light levels not matter? Like, at all? I just want to check the TPS, just because it's been at 20 for like 5 days straight. It's crazy. It's absolutely mad just how good this new host is. I can't wait to get a dedicated server though. Yeah, we've got 17 hoppers. Like, imagine if that was 200. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if that was. So now my level's at 4, and I've got this all set up. Do not want copper in there. Now, I really should get like a looting free sword. That would be awesome. There's so many things I want to get, and are they gonna spawn? I take it they're not gonna spawn. Dude. Oh, you're kidding, right? That's annoying. Also, we have merged mobs, which is pretty awesome. Which, I don't know if it'll work for me or not. You see how it's got the five times thing there? This is also to stop lag. So all the mobs merge together and merge into one thing. This also isn't super OP. It used to be. That's how Stamp and that got to millionaires. Black with blazes before I actually used clear lag to get rid of mobs. They got over 100,000 blazes, which was ridiculous. But anyway, clear lag helps stop this from being super overpowered. Blaze farming in general, I think, is overpowered. And since there are tons of blaze spawners still out there, I think it is quite overpowered. Are any more going to come down? None of them going to spawn. Have I got this too low that they won't spawn? Because if that's the case, I'm going to be sad. And they're not spawning. So they are spawning, but they're not spawning unless I'm up there. So I'm probably going to have to readjust this slightly. Make this slightly higher, which is completely fine. And this merge mob thing, which is actually a custom plugin that costs like 10 US, is just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And I'm already at 8 levels. And I'm going to start trying to enchant my pickaxe. Ooh! Oh my god, I just feel like the biggest noob in the world. I just feel like the biggest noob in the world because I was talking about how I need silk touch, and I just had the biggest face palm moment on camera. We won the legendary pickaxe and it has silk touch. Yeah, this guy can chill if he wants. I'm just going to casually stick cobblestone on all my things. This is probably the guy that raided me. So I'm just going to stick cobblestone on all my chests. And I'm going to go get that blaze spawner. Probably through the whole episode 2, or the second half of it, you guys were probably face palming like nobody's business. And that's actually crazy. Also, another thing is I'm actually pre-recording this. So I'm recording this before... There's the rest of my cobblestone went. I'm recording this before the other video came out. So, that's got... Oh yeah, these are people that got in. TNT Madness, the top corner was not watered, prodded, so we raided you. We didn't take everything, so you had to learn the hard way. Water your corners, Indigo TP glitched in your... That's not how you spell base. As we were the base. Okay, bye mate, I'm going to go get that blaze spawner. I cannot believe I forgot that. So I'm back. What happened was I was just grabbing my blaze spawner and then my mic cut out, so it went to my internal mic, and then my computer crashed and the footage got destroyed. So that was quite good footage too. I also saw Piano Slice, which is one of the mods. So I got this now, which is great. Also, I should probably explain the story about this. Someone gave me some raiding supplies and some creeper eggs and stuff, and I just accepted it because I was going to do a raid. And then my base started getting raided, and then stuff happened. And I might do that raid in the next episode, but at the moment, I'm not going to. But that's fine. So I just got the blaze spawner. I said there was another spot around here where there was a blaze spawner because I found one. I don't know if it's taken or not because I never actually went to it. Here it is actually. And what are the coordinates? Yeah, I never portaled here from my old base. So we actually have 2 blaze spawners, which is a really, really good find. So I'm going to stick that in my ender chest. And now we can actually start making some serious monies, which I'm really happy about. It also means setting up that spawner thing was almost pointless. I cannot believe how big of a noob I was for getting that. Also, the other guy that was in here a second ago said he would get rid of his home, which is nice, which is appreciated. And honestly, I didn't think he would, but that's completely fine. So I'm really happy that he done that. I haven't told him he's in the video or anything, and I don't really want to. But yeah, he really caught me with my pants down. I was actually dying inside, which is pretty sad. And also, people took my sugarcane, so I am actually going to, I stuck down a whole ton more chests too. I'm going to stick this cobblestone back in here, and actually sell my sugarcane. I said I'd do it when I get a full double chest, but at the moment I can't. I'm just really scared, and I lost all my sugarcane last time, and I don't want to lose it again. So I am just going to go /sell hand. Also, we do have /sell on pretty much every item, and $3 grand, that's quite a bit. On every item, so this is great. It means everyone can sell all the junk they don't want, but it's also bad because it means if you go /sell, you sell your entire inventory, which quite a few people have done. So anyway, I've got to go now onto my bushwalk thing, and I'll probably be back shortly. So I know you'll see me in a second, but next time you see me will be quite a way away. So welcome back, and well, FPS dropped for some reason. I'm just gonna stand still. That's a good idea. And now it's gone back up. That was weird. But it's been quite a while since I actually did an update because, like I said, I was going on a bushwalk, which was quite fun. We spent about an hour and a half tramping up a giant hill. It was like 2.5, 3 Ks, and it took forever to get up there, mostly because it was like 45, 50 degrees all the way up there, and then there were some really steep hills. It was like rock climbing, but I like rock climbing. That also meant that going down was absolutely easy, and we just went up to the waterfall that was at our Blue Mountains, which is just outside where I live actually. So that was fun, and then I went home, had a shower because I was all sweaty. Why did I say that? But yeah, I had a shower. I had been walking forever and drank, I don't know, like nearly 2 bottles of water. And then I came home, and then I went to my grandma's for dinner, and now I'm back home, and it's like 8:30 here right now, and I left at like 2:30, even though like I hopped off at 1. I had to help with stop lunch and all sorts. So that's all done, and that's great. So everything should be everything's going well now, and I just checked the footage as well, and we're getting over the 20-minute limit, I think. So I've got pretty much most of the things I want to get done. This wasn't for everyone wondering, I'm pre-recording episodes at the moment, so it's currently the 28th of December here, and I'm pre-recording episodes because I'm going on a vacation shortly. It's nothing major, it's just really to see my great-grandparents. Holy great-grandparents! And that's really it. And then I'm going to the North Island, which is another place in New Zealand that I've never been before. And I just realised this is stupid and efficient design. So hopefully in the next episode we can get the blaze spawner set up and start making some actual money. And another thing I realised is at the rate I'm going, this series is going to last quite a while. So that's good. But anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and goodbye from TNT Madness.